We'll add $50,000 in email revenue in the next 60 days guaranteed, or you don't pay. Without spending another dollar on ads, without sending constant salesy promotions that your audience just tunes out, and without pulling your attention away from the dozens of other things already competing for it inside of your business. My name is Bryce. I'm one of the co-founders at Afterflow, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to share exactly how we'll do this. So here's what we'll cover. First, why email is the only path forward, then your expected ROI and results, how our systems actually work, and then everything you get in the service and the timeline you can expect. Finally, how to book a call to get started and answers to any more questions that you might have. So, if you're an e-commerce brand doing $500,000 to $20 million per year and you're still relying on paid ads to grow, you are stuck in a trap. Every dollar of growth requires more ad spend, your acquisition costs keep rising, and your margins keep shrinking. The moment you stop spending on ads, your revenue drops, which means your business isn't really scaling right now, it's being rented from your ad account. The only way to break this cycle is to build a retention system that turns one-time buyers into repeat purchases automatically. Because predictable revenue doesn't come from more traffic. It comes from getting more out of the customers that you already paid for. Email and SMS is the only channel where you actually own the relationship, control the message, and can drive customers back on demand. We build the entire system for you, the flows, campaigns, optimization, testing, and pop-ups to capture more leads, convert more visitors, and drive more repeat purchases automatically. And if we don't add at least $50,000 in the first 60 days, you don't pay us anything. Now, here are some of the results that we've been able to get for clients. These are example campaigns that produce well over six figures in a single send, with list sizes ranging from 70,000 to as little as 1,200 people. One of our 8-figure clients, Shop Solar, was able to increase total revenue by 18%, largely due to a 44% increase in email revenue. This added $380,000 to the business while actually using less ad spend than they had the previous year. In November, they were able to get even better results, increasing total revenue by 32% and email revenue by 92%. This added $937,000. Now, here's the important thing about all this. This isn't unique to just one brand. When you look at companies like True Classic, Breeze, Ridge, and Dr. Squatch, they've all grown exponentially, not just because of their ads, but because their back-end systems are dialed in. Email and SMS do a massive portion of the heavy lifting, and these brands are constantly converting new visitors, capturing more leads, and driving more repeat purchases. Now, instead of just telling you about this, let me show you what it looks like with the real numbers, because once you see it, it becomes very obvious how much money is being left on the table. So this is an email ROI calculator. We'll use a brand doing roughly $5 million per year, so about $415,000 per month. And most brands we talk to are doing anywhere from 10 to 20% of their revenue from email. So I'll move this first slider to 15%. That's about $60,000 in revenue from email. Now compare that to what top brands are doing at 30, 40, even 50% or higher. I'm going to move this second slider to 45%. That puts email at $180,000 per month, a roughly $125,000 increase in email revenue. Over the course of a year, that's $1.5 million from the same traffic, the same customers, and the same ad spend that you're already paying for. And the crazy part is, this isn't coming from doing anything drastically different. It's coming from having the right system in place to capture more leads, convert more visitors, and drive more repeat purchases. So, what does this system actually look like? This is a diagram of the exact system we put in place for e-commerce brands, and we call it the customer value engine. It starts with the traffic you're already generating through paid ads, SEO, and content. From there, every subscriber is moved through a series of lifecycle flows based on their behavior. So what they clicked, what they viewed, and where they are in the buying journey. So instead of sending the same message to everyone, each person receives the right message at the right time. And these flows handle the highest leverage moments in your funnel. A welcome flow that converts new subscribers into purchasers, abandonment flows that recover lost sales, post-purchase flows that turn one-time buyers into repeat customers, and win-back campaigns that re-engage customers who haven't purchased in a while. Now here's the problem. Most brands either don't have these set up or they were built once and not optimized since, which means every day revenue is slipping through the cracks. But flows are only one part of that system. On top of that, we run consistent monthly campaigns. This is how you stay top of mind, promote new products, test offers, and drive ongoing revenue from your list. Most brands send 1 to 2 emails per month. We send 12 to 20 because when done correctly, frequency drives revenue directly. Over time, what this creates is a system where more of your traffic converts, more of your customers come back and buy again, and your email list becomes a predictable revenue channel instead of a passive database of contacts. We handle the entire system end to end, so you don't have to think about any of it. Now, here's what that actually looks like. So first, we create and deploy your 8 core email flows, and these are the revenue driving systems that we talked about earlier. At the same time, we create your monthly content calendar and execute ongoing strategy to make sure your brand keeps generating revenue from your list. On the campaign side of things, we send 12 to 20 emails per month, along with 3 to 6 SMS messages, all strategically planned, written, and designed to drive more sales. Everything is completely done for you. That includes all designs for emails, copy for every campaign and automation, pop-ups to capture more leads, and optimizations across the entire account. We're consistently running split tests in both the flows and campaigns, so you see improved performance over time instead of things staying static. We also handle everything on the back end. That includes deliverability optimization, list cleaning and suppression to keep your sender reputation healthy, and you'll always know what's happening. You'll get weekly reports with key performance metrics, monthly deep dives into the entire account, and ongoing access to our team for support. On top of that, we also support SEO and content through monthly blog posts and managing your reputation through review systems. Now, in terms of what we need from you, it's very simple. We just need your brand assets and guidelines if you have them, to join an occasional strategy call bi-weekly or monthly, and final approval on all campaigns that we make. And once we get started, here's exactly how this rolls out. So days 1 to 7, we audit your entire strategy and retention system. We identify gaps, uncover missed opportunities, and implement quick wins immediately. That includes optimizing deliverability, improving pop-ups, and capturing more revenue right away. Days 7 to 45, we build out the full system that drives repeatable revenue consistently. All core flows are implemented, campaigns are already starting to go out, and you're seeing the results while the full system comes together behind the scenes. Once the full system is live, we shift into optimization and scale. We double down on what's working, improve what isn't, and continuously improve performance over time. Every part of the system is tracked, tested, and refined, so revenue continues to grow month after month. So instead of guessing what to fix or trying to manage all of this internally, you have a proven system installed for you and continuously optimized. If this is something you want help with, the next step is simple. Simply click the button below this video and schedule a call with us directly, not a salesperson. On that call, we'll look through your current email setup, walk through what the numbers could look like for your specific brand, and show you exactly where the biggest revenue opportunities are in your business right now. Now, just to be upfront, this isn't for everyone. If you're doing under $500,000 per year, or you're not serious about growing your e-commerce brand, this probably isn't a good fit. But if you're doing over $500,000 per year and you're ready to stop relying on paid ads alone, this will make a lot of sense. So if that's you, click the button below this video and book a call. Now, here are some more questions that you might have. So, how long does it take to see results? Most brands start seeing measurable revenue improvements within the first 30 days. Will the emails actually sound like our brand? So before writing anything, we do extensive research to make sure we figure out how your customer actually talks, and that helps us write emails that sound like they came exactly from you instead of a generic marketer. How much work will this require from our team? So very little. We handle the execution and strategy inside of email A to Z. Our goal is to have you never need to look inside of your Klaviyo account. But that being said, you're more than welcome to be as involved as you'd like. The only mandatory thing would be to join an occasional strategy call, either bi-weekly or monthly. What happens if this doesn't work for our brand? So we only work with brands where we see a clear path to add at least $50,000 in the first 60 days. And if we don't see that, we simply won't recommend moving forward. That said, if we do move forward and we do not add at least $50,000 in those first 60 days, you don't pay us anything. So at this point, you have two options. You can keep relying on paid traffic to drive growth and leave a significant amount of revenue untapped on the back end, or you can put a system in place that turns your existing traffic into more customers and your customers into repeat buyers automatically. If that's something you want help with, click the button below and book a call.